Residential market analysis and highest and best use. Chapter 1, market fundamentals, characteristics and definitions. Page 33, going concern value. Going concern value. A going concern is an operating business with an indefinite future life. For some established businesses, the real estate assets are an essential part of the business. The going concern includes both the tangible and intangible business assets. The assets are valued as a package for the business operation. That particular value will cease to exist when the business is no longer in operation. Examples of a going concern value may apply for assignments to appraise hotels, motels, restaurants, manufacturing companies, etc. The assumption is the business will continue to operate well into the future and will not close or be liquidated. This is a valuation of the real property, the personal property, trade fixtures, the business itself, and any other intangible assets such as goodwill associated with the continued operation of the going concern. Leasehold value. This type of value identifies a tenant's interest in a lease. When the tenant's right to use the property is greater than the rent being paid for the actual use of the property, there is a leasehold value. If the right to use is equal to the rent being paid for that use, there is no leasehold interest and no term of the lease. The difference between the contract rent and the market rent, and discounting the difference into a present value. End of page. Page 34, liquidation value. Liquidation value is the price a property will sell for, if required to be sold very quickly, to convert the asset into money. This is the appraiser's opinion of what discount would be required to dispose of the property in a very short time frame. The appraiser must determine the amount of the price reduction from the market, that is, how much of a price reduction, which means discount, will be needed to dispose of the asset within a short period of time. Other types of value can include asset value, capitalized value, cash value, also known as cash equivalency value, depreciated value, estate value, may also be associated with inheritance value, leased fee value, rental value, replacement value, see insurance value, reproduction value, also see insurance value, salvage value. Can you provide definitions for these types of values? Can you name some other types of value? End of page. Page 35, a problem to ponder. What kind of value are you appraising? An attorney has requested that you appraise a property for which she is acting as the trustee of the estate. The value is to be retrospective in nature, with the effective date 8 months ago. The attorney will be your client and will use the appraisal as part of the probate action for the estate. The heirs to the estate are requesting information about the value of their portions of the undivided interest. Your assignment has been stated by the attorney as follows. We need to know the value of this estate as it was being used 8 months ago. Will you consider the highest and best use of the property today? Will you consider the highest and best use of the property as of 8 months ago? What kind of value are you going to appraise for? Will you provide the value of the individual interests? What is an appropriate the scope of work for this assignment? Suggested solutions. Will you consider the highest and best use for the property today? No. The effective date of the appraisal was 8 months ago. Will you consider the highest and best use of the property as of 8 months ago? Yes. What kind of value are you going to appraise for? Answer: as it was being used, is value in use. This may need to be clarified with the attorney/client to ensure that the appraiser develops the correct type of value for the intended use. Will you provide the value of the individual interest? Answer: no. They are undivided as of the effective date of the appraisal. What is an appropriate scope of work for this assignment? Answer: this assignment will entail an interior/exterior inspection of the property and obtaining information concerning any improvements to the property since the effective date of the appraisal. Research of the neighborhood market conditions as of the effective date of the assignment, and a search of public records or similar data source will be required to identify similar type sales that occurred prior to the appraisal's effective date. The sales comparison approach to value and the cost approach to value will be accomplished, as this appraisal may end up in a courtroom situation because of the undivided individual interests. The amount of information to be contained in the report, as well as the type of report, will be determined by the client at the time of the assignment. I guess that's the end of the page. It doesn't even say that. Oh yeah, it was the end of the page because now you got a quiz. I'll do it later.